It was such a young age that I don't remember. But I would throw tantrums if I had to wear quote unquote boy clothes. Don't think that clothes are gendered, but I mean, I'd only leave the house in like dress up clothes.
My name is Elle. I am 13 years old, and I identify as pansexual and non-binary.
My name's Reese Axel Adams. I'm 21, and the best way that I describe myself is just queer.
I'm Mavis Clausen. I'm 12 years old, and I'm pansexual and trans.
Hi, my name is Andre Hardy. I use he, him, his pronouns. I'm 23 years old and I am a trans man.
Shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology.
I think I was really scared knowing that it's gonna get harder for being out there because of Donald Trump.
I went through a week and a half long period of time of just, is it worth living anymore? Like, am I strong enough to go through this again and go through it worse?
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
My passport and driver's license says otherwise. I have an X gender marker on both of them, and we could not have applied for a passport in a more perfect time.
Gender and sex are two very different things. There's two sexes, and then there's intersex. And then there's gender, which is a completely different subject. And if you don't know that, then you can't say, there's only two genders.
I did tell my parents in so many words, like, I'm a boy, I think I'm a boy, I don't want to be a girl. Like all of those different things. I just didn't know really what that meant, what that language was. Now I've lost my family, unfortunately, in that process. But I'm happier now that I know that nothing was ever wrong with me. I just needed to transition.
So I just kind of felt like for the longest time that I just didn't belong, and then I found out like what non-binary is, and I was like, okay, that kind of fits me.
I don't think those people who say, oh, it's just a lifestyle, really appreciate all that goes into being a part of the community. It's not easy, but for me it's worth it because it's who I am.
Hoosiers have too many pressing needs to spend their tax dollars trying to redefine what it means to be a boy or a girl.
It really doesn't feel like the Indiana that I know and love. It feels like a different version of what I've known to be as Hoosier values.
I think I'm most worried about probably like maybe getting killed by somebody that doesn't believe in like doesn't like is like extremely homophobic, because I just want to be me as a person, you know?
I'm worried that they will get hurt and attacked by other people's words. And fists or knives or guns, whatever.
I'm very worried that my rights on multiple levels will be taken away, and I will be labeled as a criminal for protesting those, or laws will be created where I have to break them.
One of the things that does give me hope is that despite everything that we have seen going on, that there are still people who are willing to stand up and fight for our rights.
And I don't have to care what others think. And I've come to that realization.
The fact that I am strong and I've made it this far and I am willing to fight, it scares the absolute hell out of me. But I will fight as long as I can fight.